The village of Kisiljevo was a serene place, nestled deep in the Serbian countryside. In the year 1725, life went on as it always had, but peace soon turned to fear after Petar Blagojevic's death. His passing seemed natural at first, but the days that followed were far from ordinary. The dead, it seemed, could still walk. Not long after Petar's burial, a wave of sudden deaths gripped the village. In less than a week, 9 villagers were dead, each one claiming on their deathbed that Petar had visited them, cold and hungry, strangling them in their sleep. Even Petar's widow could not escape the horror. One night, she awoke to see her dead husband standing in her room. His request was chillingly mundane. He needed his shoes. Paralyzed with fear, she left the village the next day, never to return. As panic spread, the villagers sought answers. Rumors of vampirism, a concept not entirely unknown in Europe at the time, took root. The village elders decided to take matters into their own hands. Petar's body had to be exhumed. What they found shook them to their core. When Petar's coffin was opened, the villagers were horrified. His body appeared untouched by death, his skin still fresh, his lips stained with blood. It was as if he had just fed. Trembling, they knew what had to be done. With trembling hands, one of the men drove a stake into Petar's chest. The body convulsed. Blood spewed from his mouth, and a loud, almost inhuman groan echoed across the cemetery. They had struck something, but was it human? The villagers knew that staking alone wasn't enough. They gathered what remained of Petar's body and set it alight, ensuring that he would never rise again. The flames roared high into the night, casting eerie shadows over Kisiljevo. But the fear did not die with Petar. For years, the villagers of Kisiljevo would look over their shoulders, fearing the return of the dead. Word of the Kisiljevo vampire spread, reaching as far as Austria, where officials documented the case with chilling detail. The story of Petar Blagojevic fueled a vampire panic across Europe. As reports of similar cases emerged, fear gripped entire regions. Rational explanations were scarce, and the line between superstition and reality blurred. Was Petar Blagojevic truly a vampire, or was it the fevered imagination of a terrified village? The truth remains elusive, but the legend endures, reminding us that some fears never truly die. Whether legend or reality, the story of the Kisiljevo vampire continues to haunt the darkest corners of history. Perhaps some things are better left buried